everyone, and to all of my viewers, my name is Fakira Atina. So today I'm going to give some speech which is a persuasive speech. So without further ado, I'm going to start with my speech. Okay, before I'm going to say or to state the main title of my speech today, I'm going to give you all some introduction, which is introduction of technology. So what is technology? Technology, or as it is sometimes referred to, the modification and manipulation of the human environment, which it is known to be the application of scientific knowledge to the practical goals of human life. Moreover, based on my understanding and opinion about the technology, it is actually something that modernizing a tool from becoming more easier application toward the human life. An example for my statement is a broom, whereby human using it to sweep the floor to collect all the rubbish and dirt to be thrown out, right? And meanwhile, biotechnologies it modernized the broom's works and characteristic by making a vacuum instead, which the shape of the items is not as same as brooms, but the characteristic is the same, which is by suctioning all of the rubbish and things that need to be thrown out, such as strangled hair, dirt on the floor, also able to remove all of the soil on the carpet, and especially the dust that cannot be seen by our eyes sometimes, right? And it is even cannot be done by broom in sweeping the floor, as the dust can be escaped. And it is even more benefits of the vacuum rather than a broom. So all of these technologies help in modernizing our life and world. And there are also various examples of technologies which it can be such as television, washing machine, refrigerators, air conditioner, vacuum, oven, multifunction rice cooker, air fryer, and many other more items. So now, I'm going to state the exact point or the exact title of my speech today. And now I'm going to talk about the air fryer, which it is one of the best technologies that we have nowadays. So what is air fryer? Air fryer is the small countertop convection ovens, which called as air fryers, are used to cook food in a manner similar to the deep frying without actually drenching it in oil. And here, heated air is circulated quickly by a fan, which causing browning reactions like the Maillard reaction to occur, which it's generating a crisp coating. And additionally, some product reviewers assert that conventional convection ovens or convection toaster ovens yield superior results, or that air frying is virtually equivalent to convection baking. And there's also various types of food that you can cook with this air fryer, and it can be such as frozen finger foods, homemade finger foods, chicken, fish and meat, roasted vegetables, as well as some baked goods. And I'm gonna give you examples of each types of foods, which is first, I'm going to talk about the frozen finger foods, which the example of foods can be such as French fries and chicken nugget, as we all always know about that, right? And next is number 2, which is homemade finger foods, which it can be such as sweet potato fries, egg rolls, as well as potato chips. Number 3, which chicken, fish, and meat. It can be such as chicken tender and juicy, Nashville hot chicken, meatballs, crumb top sole, as well as meatloaf. And while for roasted vegetable, it can be such as air fried red potatoes, asparagus, garlic, rosemary, Brussels sprouts. And next, which is some baked goods, it can be such as cookies, mini Nutella donut holes, as well as bourbon bacon cinnamon rolls. Next, I'm going to talk about the benefits of air fryer. So what is the benefits of having this air fryer or using this air fryer? First, it can be our cooking becomes much more healthier, and this is because when using an air fryer, which doesn't use any oil throughout the cooking process, and it is the ideal option to swap unhealthy deep fried items for the healthier ones. And number 2 is air fryer cooking become faster than oven cooking, and this is where the advantage of an air fryer itself is air fryer heats up very rapidly and intensely, and this is because the moving air helps the food to cook evenly, brown, and become crispy without much of our effort. And your cooking time will be shortened by that as well. And furthermore, not only because it can heat up quickly, but also because of an air fryer is smaller in size, smaller than oven size itself. And while it can take up oven up to 10 minutes to preheat, and most of the recipes doesn't really require any preheating time for an air fryer. And number three is it is also known to be safe, fast, and easy to be used. And this is because air fryers are quick and simple to use. While cooking at home is a far more alluring choice, and the air fryer simplifies super preparation and just simply season a piece of meat such as chicken breast, even though it is frozen, and just place it in the basket and set the timer for cooking, and it is really that easy and simple. And next is air fryer also able to make food to be crisp and crunchy, and this is where rather than a soggy mess, the air fryer making the food to be crisp, and so you get the crunchy as well as golden exterior. And last but not least is air fryer also easy to be clean, which to clean the interior and exterior of the basket, you just need to simply fill it with soapy water and use a non-scratch sponge. And even the dishwasher can be used with some air fryer baskets as well. So it's not only general of benefits for air fryers, but by using air fryers also can have their benefits in health, which I'm going to talk about the helpful benefits that had been offered when using the air fryer. First, it can be helps in losing the weight, and this is because a larger diet of fried meals is directly linked to a higher risk of obesity, and this is due to the fact that foods that are deep fried typically include a lot of fats as well as calories. And losing weight can be aided by switching to air-fried dishes instead of deep-fried ones, and by consuming fewer unhealthy oils on a regular basis. And as the result, air-fried foods have less fat than deep-fried items, which it can help you to eat fewer calories and control your weight as well. And number two is by reducing the risk of toxic acrylamide formation, and this is because a dangerous compound can be developed, which it can known as acrylamide, and this compound can be developed through frying a food in the oil. And in a certain food is where this compound can be formed whereby it occurs during one of cooking methods, which is the high heat cooking methods such as deep frying. And in additional, acrylamide may have a link in developing some cancer as well, which it can be such as ovarian, pancreatic, endometrial, esophageal, ovarian, as well as breast cancer. And therefore, people can lower the risk of having acrylamide in their food by switching to air frying cooking method. And next, number three is by using air fryer, it can also help to cut fat content, and this is in contrast to conventional deep fryers. Air fryers use a lot of less fat in cooking the food. Such as many recipes for deep fried items call for up to 3 cups of oil. However, in air fried food, it is only required roughly 1 tablespoon, and it can be like not using oil at all as well. So the complication may be such as like irritable bowel syndrome as well as chronic pancreatitis. There is also high fat diets may also cause such as stomach pain, cramps, and diarrhea, and deep frying is far more oil intensive than air frying, and the amount of the fat in the meal produced by air frying is much more lower. So in the conclusion, by owning an air fryer is one of the best moves that you can make, which nobody wants to make a purchase they doesn't need, but it doesn't have to be a difficult one, because owning an air fryer has so many wonderful advantages that you wouldn't have thought of before you made the purchase. And I can assure you that if you make an effort to use your air fryer, you will regret the choice, and you will soon preparing all kinds of delicious things in it. So that's all from me, and here is I'm going to give you one of the pictures that I've been done by myself, by cooking myself, by using my own air fryer. So here it is. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.